Well, hello again to all the boys and girls out there in YouTube land watching Georgia Beer Reviews. Back at you today with another one, and I am looking at the Sweetwater Brewing Company's IPA. This is one of the original beers in the Sweetwater lineup, independently brewed since 1997. A little description from the label. Our original IPA lays down hints of grapefruit and pine on the palate with a clean and bright finish. A straight up, always fresh, always heady OG IPA. This is the go-to brew you order without having to check the menu. So, piney, grapefruit, resinous. This is going to be a West Coast style IPA. Best if enjoyed by date is April 2nd, so within the freshness date. I have had this beer, but I've never reviewed it on my channel. I thought I had, but apparently not. It is 6.3% alcohol by volume. And let's look at the website. According to the website, 50 IBUs, not listed on the can, but it is on the website. The malt bill is Munich, wheat, 2-row, and 7080. The hops are Columbus, Chinook, Cascade, Simcoe, and Golding hops. They also dry hop it with Simcoe and U.S. Golding. It says flavor profile, citrusy, piney, hint of grapefruit. So typical West Coast style IPA. Let's go ahead and pour it up and see what we're working with here. All right. Nice, deep, orangish gold appearance. Slightly hazy as well. Not any big chunks or anything, but I do see a little bit of sediment floating around in there. Some nice streaming bubbles going up the glass. About a finger and a half's worth of slightly off-white, relatively creamy, kind of a cross between a frothy and a creamy head. It's a good looking beer in the glass. A little bit darker than I was expecting the appearance to be. The aroma, definitely picking up on those piney notes, the grapefruit, citrus notes, a little bit of maybe like lemon zest as well. Touch of the malts coming through, some nice white bread notes once you get through that hop punch on the aroma. That's pretty much it. Some nice West Coast type IPA aromas in the form of grapefruit, pine, some other citrus in there as well. Definitely resinous. Smells like it's, it smells very dank, I guess is the best way to describe it. It smells like a winner of a West Coast IPA, so without further ado, let's get into this brew. Cheers, guys. Grapefruit, a little bit of tropical fruit I picked up right away, like mango or maybe pineapple. More on the pineapple side, actually. So a little bit of pineapple, which I wasn't necessarily expecting, but a nice little tropical fruit note. Then you do get the grapefruit. You do get some of the pininess, some of that resinous that I was getting on the aroma, but it's really not super dank and resinous on the palate. It's a little bit more light. The citrus flavors kind of lighten it up. That little touch of tropical fruit really adds to this as well. The bitterness is up there. I mean, 50 IBUs. What did I say? 50 or 50? Yeah, 50 IBUs is pretty high, but it's not. The bitterness is not really lingering yet. Let's see. Yeah, it's actually pretty well balanced between the malt and the hop character. Um, it does have some nice bready notes in the middle of the sip, like white bread crust, slightly toasty, but on the very light side of toasty. The finish is crisp, clean, refreshing, dry, slightly bittering, but not lingering. That tropical fruit note that I'm getting really sets this apart from a lot of the other West Coast style IPAs that I've had. It does have the grapefruit. It does have a little bit of the pininess. It is slightly dank, but it's not overbearing. It's not too much. It's well balanced with the malt character. It's nice and bready. This is a winner. This is better than I expected. I was expecting a full blown West Coast, super dank, super resinous, super lingering with the bitterness on the finish. Not that that's a bad thing. That's indicative of the style of West Coast IPA. But I'm pleasantly surprised to say that this, although it does have some of those qualities, it's not overbearing. It's more balanced than your traditional West Coast style. It does have that nice touch of tropical fruit and malt sweetness to set it apart from some of the other West Coast IPAs that I've had. This is a winner, guys. This is really good. If you're not a huge fan of West Coast IPAs, you might actually like this because it's not overbearing. It's pretty balanced for the style while maintaining all of the key points, all of the key tasting notes that you would expect with the style. And it's easy drinking. 6.3%, relatively sessionable IPA. I'm going to go, I was not expecting this. I'm going to go with a 96 out of 100. This is an excellent representation of a West Coast style IPA. It's not a palate wrecker. It is relatively sessionable, and it's got a really clean, crisp, refreshing, dry finish. Just a winner. You can see some of that head too, still kind of lingering around. It's just a good looking, good tasting, good finishing beer from Sweetwater Brewing Company out of Atlanta, Georgia. So 96 out of 100. Wow, for the Sweetwater IPA. Buy it, try it. Let me know what you guys think. That'll do it for this beer review. Hope you're all having a great day. And until next time, everybody, cheers.